Alright, hello once again, this is Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College, and I'm about to go over lecture 11 of 13, or video 11 of 13, for the Rankin Technical College Summer Adventure Academy website design, where we're building a bootstrap website. But before we do, I figured out what my problem was. I've got many problems, but I figured out the problem with the form. This looks pretty bad the way it is. And the reason that I was getting that error is in my form itself, I did not have a form tag. So I needed to put up right under my modal content form with a class of form horizontal. All right, and then end it right before my modal content. Okay, so what did that do? Well, you just saw what that looked like. All right, here it is after that's been added to it. And as you can see, it looks a lot nicer. All right, so let's close. And I'm going to literally close everything here. And I'd already copied over my chapter 10 stuff to chapter 11, but I'm going to redo it. So copy. Tell it to replace all those files. I want to make sure that I've got a working copy here with a form that looks nice. Okay, good. All right, so what I want to do more than anything else in this chapter is I want to start to add some CSS. All right, and when I say add some CSS, I want to add some additional CSS. All right, 1 second. All right, sorry about that. This lesson is all about CSS. So I'm going to add all of the CSS that you see, starting here with line 41 and going all the way down to line 141. So about 100 lines of CSS. All right, but I'm going to add these incrementally as I've been doing. In fact, let's start by not having any of these things added. So all right, you've seen this before. This is my chapter 11. So let me open here my index file, run, launch in Chrome. So let me close. I got a lot of stuff open here, so let me close all that. So that's what we're looking at right now. Remember, we fixed up our contact. No, we didn't fix up our contact form, so we're going to fix that up right now. Okay, so let's start and look at one way we can try to fix up that contact form. I don't want these things in there. And let me look and make sure I've got my form tag in here. And yeah, somehow I have lost the form tag. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to go back to my chapter 10, see if I have my form tag in that one. Otherwise, I've lost it. I've got to go back and redo it. No, that's correct. So that's the tag that I wanted to add. In fact, let's do this. Let's grab my Chapter 10 file, save as, and we're going to go to Chapter 11, save that, and replace what's there. Alright? Now it says Chapter 11, so now when we run it, okay, that's been fixed. Oh, it's the wrong file, I'm sorry. That has not been fixed. Oh, golly. Well, let's try from here. I don't want that. File, open, index. It has not been fixed. So I'm going to pause this, fix it, because I don't know what the heck I've been doing right now, but I'm going to fix it and come back in just a moment. Alright, I believe I fixed it. Okay, so evidently I stopped taping and I didn't turn it back on again. So taking it from the top, okay, I'm going to take everything that's in here and comment it out. And we're going to go back and we're going to look at this. And there was our nav bar. So the idea is we want to make this nav bar kind of a navy color. And we want all of the text inside of here to be white. But when we hover over a text, we want it to be kind of a turquoise color. So I'm going to take everything that's in here that's commented out, comment it back in all the way till I get to my primary button. First of all, let's see if it indeed did what we wanted it to do. Okay, those are white. And you'll notice that everything appears to be working okay now. So let's go back and look and see what we did. Taking it from the top here, we said our default nav bar we want now to be kind of a navy in color with a white border and white text. Our brand, we want to have white text. When we hover over our brand, we want it to be that turquoise, and we want its background to be transparent. For any one of our A tags, which are in an LI, which are part of a nav bar nav, which are part of the nav bar default, we want those to be white. Now in any of those, for all those, when they're hovering or when we're focusing over them, again, we just need 3 Fs there. But we want the background color to change as well. Now that's for the active class. That's going to look a little bit different because that active class was originally gray. All right. When we hover over or focus over here for anything that's not the active class, we again want that turquoise and transparent. All right. This was something I was working on earlier and then kind of threw away, so I don't even think we need this dot open. I don't think we're using that any place in here. I don't think now that if I refresh, it's not going to look or act any differently. Okay. All right. So that's everything for the nav bar. So our primary button. We're changing the color of our primary button to make it kind of a little darker blue, and we want it to have white text. All right. When we hover over it, When we hover over it, when it has the focus, and for our active, we again want this to be white. All right, and we want our background color, etc. to change. Again, the easiest way to show you that is to show you that. Look at this button here. See how it got darker now? And when you highlight it, it gets darker still. The same thing happened with this one here. And I think that's, yeah, those are the only ones that we did it on, were those. Okay? Then we've got our success button, and you may or may not remember, but our success button is green. So we're doing a similar type of thing with the success button, in that we're making it like a little bit darker. And again, as I just mentioned, the easiest way to show you is to show you. So look at that button right there, please. Okay, it's a little more of a turquoise kind of color, and it gets darker when you highlight it. And then finally, we've got our default button. So the default button is the one right here. And if we refresh, now it's kind of got a grayish to it. Okay? And so does that one, because that was a default as well. So what we did in this lesson was virtually nothing to our actual HTML, but rather we went in and changed the underlying CSS to try to make it a little nicer. Now this is the kind of thing that as a web designer, not a web developer, but as a web designer, you're going to have to go in and take a look at all that and see if indeed that's what you want, etc. All right, so I'm finished. I'm going to save this and go on into chapter 12 in just a moment. Thanks.